Hello, good morning. Here are some updates in business. An ECOWAS local content policy will soon be formulated to provide the regional bloc with a document that will optimize local participation in the petroleum and mining industries of member countries. This, according to the CEO of the association, Seth Chuma, will broaden the scope of the industries in the sub-region. Oil and minerals producing West African economies have not seen much contribution from the sectors over the years. The CEO of the AGI made the revelations at this year's Local Content and Investment Summit organized by the association in Accra.
The 5th edition of the AGI Local Content and Investment Summit is under the theme Local Content Development in Ghana, the Journey So Far. This year's edition is an extended version of the previous conferences organized by the AGI due to the important nature of the sectors being considered. Various countries in the West African sub-region have different local content regulations binding their oil and gas sector. These statutes have, however, not yielded much results when it comes to indigenous participation. According to the Association of Ghana Industries, investment into the region must be interlinked, therefore necessitating the formulation of a strong document for ECOWAS to enhance local participation in the West African sub-region. Chief Executive Officer of the AGI, Seth Chuma, explains to Joy Business the need for such a policy.
Last year or so, we're planning something like that, and as he mentioned, in subsequent programs, we are going to look at how do we develop local content for the entire West African sub-region. You know, the international companies that come here, when they enter the country, they want to be able to have access to the larger market. And you notice that within the West Africa sub-region, apart from Ghana that is discovered oil, of course Nigeria has always been there, so they are the big brothers. They are already producing oil for years now. But the other countries are also discovering oil. Côte d'Ivoire has discovered oil, Togo has discovered oil, and several other countries are coming on board, Liberia also. So we think that at some point, when these international companies come here, for them to do big business and also bring our members on board, they need to look at local content in ECOWAS region as a whole. Because if Ghana has its own local content policies and laws, and a company enters here, going to another country becomes a challenge. Meanwhile, you need big investors in some of these sectors. In the oil and gas industry, it's a highly capital-intensive business. Same in the mining sector. So if they enter into the country or to any of the ECOWAS countries, and they can conveniently do business in other countries, then the big capital will flow in.
On his part, a member of the Public Interest Accountability Committee, Kwame Jantua, thinks a regional local content policy will be well implemented with the collaboration of all private sector players. He urged Ghanaian entrepreneurs to take advantage of the opportunities available.
Since oil and gas is a finite product, is it too early to plan for opportunities to survive beyond resource depletion so as to either build capacity in Ghanaian companies or strengthen existing companies to be able to take advantage of those opportunities that will arise from decommissioning in the next 25 to 30 years? Or leave it till then, and if we do, what are the implications? My brothers and sisters, we have done it before. It's not as if Ghana hasn't done local content before. By 1964-65, we were producing our own radio sets. We were producing our own fridges. We were producing our own matches. We were producing our own tiles. We were producing our own aluminium pots and pans. We were producing our own roofing sheets. We've done it before.
The two-day conference will also help to improve the performance of chief executives of the mining, oil and gas sectors in maximizing their gains.
Meanwhile, young oil and gas graduates will now find it easier to obtain jobs in the oil and gas industry in Ghana. This is because the Petroleum Commission is developing an internship program that will help enhance the skills of prospective job seekers in the oil and gas sector. The arrangement is part of initiatives by the Commission to encourage international oil companies to implement the local content law for the industry. Director of Special Services at the Petroleum Commission, Kweku Boateng, disclosed this to Joy Business in an interview at the sidelines of the 5th Local Content and Investment Conference.
The Commission started discussion with the industry partners, the IOCs and the service providers, as to how can we bridge the experience gap to facilitate entry of Ghanaian graduates to the industry. And we came up with this program, the GASIP, Ghana Upstream Industry Internship Program. And the purpose of this program is to afford young Ghanaian graduates the requisite experience and training that will equip them with the skills to enter into the oil and gas industry.
When is this program earmarked to start, to begin?
The program is far advanced. The people have we started in the middle of this year, whereby we held various examinations in 4 centers in Accra, here, Kumasi, Takoradi, and in Tamale. And we have very big participation, several hundreds. So we are hoping our target is to ensure that the program commences early next year.
So what becomes of those who are not able to get the opportunity?
Well, certainly, the available vacancies are quite limited. We cannot get opportunity for everybody. This is a pilot program beginning this year. We are hoping that, depending on the success that we make, and the growth of the industry, we will be able to expand it to include other people. But those who cannot get it, there are other training opportunities where the Commission is working with various institutions, like the Takoradi JTT, Jubilee Technical Training Center, also train technical people.
What's the financial commitment of the Petroleum Commission into this program?
Financial commitment. One, the Commission itself, what the program, that since it's internship program, we are in discussion with the operators for see if some stipendium can be provided, but it's not finalized yet.
And that's all in business for now. We'll bring you some more business and news updates at midday. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Coming up next, sports.